Hello everyone, welcome to Off the Leash Volume 3. Today we are in Diablo 3, a fan favorite. And by fan favorite, I mean a favorite for me. So we're gonna take it easy today, just chill. I'm going to run a couple riffs and do our normal bullshit. So I'll give you a little bit of a recap or pre-cap or I don't know, upfront summary of what the show is going to be covering today. I'm going to cover a little bit of recent gaming news. You probably guessed what the main game release I'm going to be talking about, but I'm going to talk about that later in the event. First things I want to talk about are actually the last thing I'll probably talk about is some channel future and the decisions I'm making for content going forward. And I was just going to talk about some other recent stuff I've been on. I'm recording this even a little bit sooner than I normally would. I have quite the lead time, and you motherfucker, you haven't touched your door all day, and now you do. Oh my god. So I'm actually recording this on a Friday, and I don't know what the fuck this guy's. Oh my god, can't get out of this. Rather than my Saturday or Sunday, and that's because I'm off work a little bit early. And I just had a chill. I haven't played video games, at least on a console or desktop, in a while since last Sunday. So I wanted to play something, and this was pretty relaxing. I figured. So I flew Tuesday and Thursday, and I'm done with fucking planes for a while. Let me tell you. I didn't have nearly as much problems the first time, but Delta, I called it when it happened. So Delta on Monday, the day before our flights, and I was scheduled with Delta, there was a power blip in Atlanta that took down the entire network. It only lasted like 46 seconds or something, but it took down the entire Delta network, and flights were canceled all day, like 400 something flights grounded. It was a clusterfuck, and I called. I was like, there's no way that this isn't going to affect tomorrow, because at first they were like, yeah, we'll be, and checked up and all that stuff, but they hadn't backed up their records or anything for like 6 hours. Absolutely embarrassing for a multi-billion-dollar company probably. So I was just like, what the fuck? So inevitably our like mid-afternoon flights ended up getting canceled, and I didn't get to where I was going until like midnight, and yeah, it was fucked. I haven't had more than like 5 hours of sleep in the past 3 days, which is not bad. Like, I've done that way, it's not an uncommon thing for me to do during school time, but when you combine like 2,000 miles of flying with that, and a lot of it at night and in the dark, and then I had to fucking drive home last night, didn't go to bed until like midnight, had to go to work on normal time. Luckily got home early, like I said, but I am pretty fucking tired. One good thing about it is I did get a lot of headway in Ocarina of Time, so I just got the shit set up. Just started the Shadow Temple, so complete that temple, the next temple, and I think it's Ganondorf's castle. Beat his ass, and then game over. I've had fun with it. It's a good, just like, it's more engaging and long term and rewarding, I guess, than something like fucking Mario Kart would be. Working on the mirrored tracks just randomly throughout my days, but yeah, it's a damn good game, and it's definitely aged well. I don't know at this point when I would pick up Majora's Mask, because I'm going to try to wrap this up before too long. I don't plan on like traveling a whole lot like that. I've got part of the truck drive back to Kentucky when I do move out, that I will not be driving the entire way. So I figure a few hours I could probably play it there. But that 2DS has definitely paid for itself though, because I've used it the entirety of probably, I don't know, 6.5 out of the 8 flights I've been on, and it's pretty good. There was like, the only reason I think the last one was like, it was starting to get dark, and I was like trying to close my eyes. I knew I wouldn't be able to take a nap. And then the other people next to me, I was like, I don't want this fucking bright ass screen. And I'm not playing with reduced brightness like past 4 or 3. So yeah, I just put it in my pocket. But yeah, that thing is definitely paid for itself without a doubt. But I am ready to get back into some normal fucking gaming. And I can tell you what, I am not doing jack shit except this whole weekend. I'm playing guitar and I am playing video games, and that's it. That's all I'm fucking doing. I don't know exactly what kind or what activities I'll be doing for the channel right yet. I'll get into that later, but that's about my extent. I just want to fucking I want to sleep for longer than a few hours at a time. But yeah, it was eventful, but I'm just glad we were still scheduled with Delta on the way back here to New Orleans, which that was okay. They had it all straightened out by Thursday, and I feel bad for those fucking people that had to deal with that. But we ended up flying a different airline to get where we were going. So I'm glad that ordeal is over. That was a long fucking week, man. Let me tell you, I'm just happy to be able to sleep in my own bed and not have to think about, like, this was a business trip, and it was like paid for by the company I work for, and all that. It was a really cool thing, and I actually I enjoyed both outside of work and at the work functions. But you get to a point where you have 10 to 12 hour days, and of course you don't get, some of that is, sponsored dinners or whatever it might be. So it's not like you're working, but if you watch any of our content, you probably know how much of a fucking introverted fuck I am, and I have no problem communicating to people. But being introverted like I am, I experience some legitimate social exhaustion. I can't fake it. Like, I can't act like I'm interested or what. You're, not necessarily. It's like, not that I find whatever it is like boring or like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. But it's like, after you hear the same words 50,000 times and we're talking about the same shit so many times, it's like, I get it. I get the point. I've digested all of this already. I want to go home. I need to recharge. Like, I can't do that. So I'm just ready. I'm ready to just fucking be a slob this weekend, and I have no regrets. It's something that I don't know that I'll ever be able to get over or get used to. Just have to fucking manage it. But yeah, that's been my week. It has been, or last week, I guess, because you guys are on a week delay with these things. But it was pretty fucking ridiculous. I'm just glad it's over, and the next big hurdles are going to be driving back and moving back into town for school, which is going to be a minimal thing by comparison. So yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, that's been my week for certain. I guess I'll talk about a little bit of recent happenings and stuff. So last week, as of speaking, currently, No Man's Sky released, and just to give you some background, I saw the E3 footage. I saw all the, when it was before it was even, really made public all that much, when it was still a fledgling concept, and people were like, oh my god, this is going to be the best thing ever. This is going to be better than Star Citizen. It's fucking, look at the art style. It's so pretty, blah, blah, blah. And I think there was more people that agreed with me than not, but I think just there was a lot more supporters that were louder on the internet than non-supporters, because I think us non-supporters were like, what the fuck are you talking about, and just kept to ourselves. But there was a lot of hype train surrounding it, and me, Ashton, pretty much everyone I know were like, what is the big deal? This is literally Spore all over again. It's going to be, when they say like infinite worlds and all this shit, it's going to be the exact same shit of what we've seen with these procedurally generated games in the past. It's going to be 20 different things, and you'll explore the first 20 planets, and it'll be magical. It'll be like, oh my god, this is so cool. And then you'll get to number 30, 40, 50, 60, and you'll realize that you're seeing the exact same shit over and over. Your exploration, like, it's way too loose. There's not enough, like, density to keep you interested. There's like 1 billion miles in between every cool looking exploration landmark you find. It's just not interesting. You're paying, and the worst part is this is a full price release, which it's not. I'm not saying that indie games shouldn't be able to be full price, but you have to have enough content to back that up. And I was like, there's no way it will. So it released, and all that was absolutely true. And icing on the cake, it released late on PC, which I called immediately. I was like, it's going to be performance problems. This is going to be Arkham Knight all over again. Maybe not that bad, but it actually has turned out to be probably worse than Arkham Knight. At least Arkham Knight was broken. In a way, it was like, all right, this is just laughable bad. But, like, No Man's Sky just runs like shit. Like, GTX 980s are getting, like, 20 frames per second on a game that looks, I mean, it kind of looks like shit, to be complete honest. And not, like, I don't like the art style at all, but even if you did like the art style, there's just, like, it's just not that fucking high res. It's kind of, I don't know. I'm not impressed with the graphics, so to say that it runs like ass is already kind of a bad thing, just on that alone, but yeah, so it's pretty much broken on PC. I think it has a, let's see, how many do I have? 102. That's a lot, but let's wait on it. Let's salvage some shit. But yeah, it's like 27% or something right now on Steam. It is not good as far as ratings go. On console, some people are like, it's not bad, but I think that really just goes to show how little bit of fucking, choice there is, and it's like, wow, that's what you fucking, that's what you like. So, Greater Rift. Okay, I forgot how these work. I'm like, just fucking give the thing. So yeah, people are not exactly impressed, nor should they be. And I pretty much called it. I was like, this game, number one, it probably would have been okay if Sony or whoever it was didn't buy it out and hype the living shit out of it. But that they stepped on their own dick. And I knew from the get-go it was going to be Spore 2.0. Procedurally, shit games, you can't make it the game that off that entire principle alone. Like, Minecraft worked, because it was a pioneer. It was the first one to really run with that concept, but that wasn't what it was mainly about. It was just the fact that because it was a simplistic world and simplistic mechanics, that making it infinite and making all these biomes they keep adding, that just added a level of interest and stuff. But when that's the only gimmick of exploration, what is there to do? Like, there's literally nothing. And like, I've heard a lot of people say, like, I figure that the first 2 hours are pretty magical. You have a crashed spaceship, you do what you want, and it's awesome. But after a while, it's just fill up your inventory with shit you pick up, sell it, salvage it, and then that's it. So it could have been something cool, but another one of my predictions come true, which I wish I would have been wrong. It's not that I ever like look at a game and I'm like, oh my god, I hope it's shit. Like, why would we want that? But the fact of the matter is, there's more shit than not. So I'm generally more correct than what are you talking about? You cannot equip items to change skills. I'm not trying to change skills, man. Oh, you can't do it in I bet you can't do it in these fucking things. That's fine. But yeah, it's not getting exactly great coverage within the video gaming community, at least on like YouTube and real reviews, like from unpaid people. I don't even know if fucking IGN probably gave it a goddamn 7 out of 10 and said it was too many planets or something. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's pretty fucking garbage. So I'm not surprised, but I knew that the mechanics wouldn't be great, but the fact that it's unoptimized dog shit on PC is just even more hilarious. And they're charging $60. It's not wonderful. But hey, that's why we quit pre-ordering shit, boys, and quit bitching about it. Now me, I go against that word sometimes, But here's the difference. When I do pre-order and I hate shit, I don't like, oh, why is it doing that? What's it, I know what I'm getting myself into. And the reason I pre-order, and so I can, I preload shit, I can get, if I'm doing a review or, something like that, and so I can, it's just to get it ASAP. I knew I'm going to get it ASAP anyway. There's some games like either I'm buying it no matter what the reviews say or so it's not going to make a difference what people say. But with these games that people aren't certain about, or that aren't willing to just say it's my loss if I pre-order it, they need to stop. But they don't. They keep buying in the hype train. So the people that are like me that are pre-ordering aren't the problem. They're not the ones that's driving pre-orders. And the people that don't pre-order at all, that's cool. I feel like the 12 to 18-year-old, maybe even up to 30, I don't know, demographic that just buys shit based on because they fall for marketing and stuff. So that's that's the shit that you don't need to. It's not helping our cause. So, but nothing. It's never going to change. It will literally never. The culture will never change until there's a significant drop of quality in everywhere. It's it. It's the only thing that will, unless there's something that is strictly affecting them, it will never change. So I don't foresee, and there's too many good games. Like, it's not like the world is filled with shit releases over and over and over. So I don't think it's ever going to change personally. But just avoid that. I hate this fucking spider area. But it is what it is. We'll just have to fucking deal with the consequences going forward. I guess I'll also speak briefly about some channel stuff while I'm thinking about it, and we might revisit the topic and talk about other recent video game happenings. That was the big one, obviously. No Man's Sky has been a huge thing people are talking about, but as I called its lack of success a long time ago. So last Sunday I put out a video. Not last Sunday, 2 Sundays before at this rate for you guys. Last Sunday for me, I put out a video basically giving a little bit of status update with the channel and asking for feedback. So as of this video going up, I think the last part of Sunset Overdrive will go up. I beat that game in 10 hours, and boy, am I glad I got it for free. I don't know what people were smoking when they talk, it's a 7 out of 10. I'll give it that. And I actually read an article, and it was funny enough, it was linked on the front page of another decent action game, which I think is better than a 7 out of 10. But I can see their point. It's kind of funny that they put that on the front page in the Steam library, though. Is that there's nothing wrong with some 7 out of 10s. There's some games that know they're 7s, but there's some games that are bad 7s and some that are good 7s. Good 7s are just they know what they are. They're good time sinks. They're fun. They're entertaining. And you're not supposed to it's just a B-rate popcorn movie that's just fun to watch, once through. But there's some that are 7s that should have been better than they are. So there are bad 7s. I think Thief was a bad 7 for a lot of people. Some people rated it a 6. I would give it probably a 68 to 72 range if I had to give it percentage, but of course that's all subjective, so it doesn't mean a whole lot. I would just say that I enjoyed it for what it was. I didn't go in, I wanted a Thief game, but I didn't compare it to the previous titles because reboots never live up to them. So I enjoyed it for what it was, but I agree with the philosophy. And I think Sunset Overdrive basically fit into that. If people going in without expectations, it's not a bad game. It's just it went. I don't think it has any apologies for what it is. I will give it that much. It's kind of like Doom. It's goofy. It didn't give a fuck about the standards. It was super easy. Just there was no challenge to it. There was no stakes. That's what I don't like about some. There's some games that are just I want to fuck around and whatever. Like this, I can at least die. I can at least lose gold or whatever. But with Sunset Overdrive, you fucking die, you just respawn. And anything. I mean, there's 1 or 2 missions you can't die on. It'll restart you from the last checkpoint. But it's that aspect of it, I don't like that at all. I don't like they try to be fucking satirical and funny and have this, full-on punk rock, alternative rock theme. And I hate that anyway. And even though I'm not a alternative or punk rock fan, I feel like I could have liked it if they'd done it better. Just because I'm I listen to heavy metal and sometimes classical, whatever it may be. There was stuff with different, themes or whatever that I've liked. Fucking like GTA games have nothing but like rap music and stuff, and because it fits they do a really good job of it. It feels authentic and like I really enjoy that. But there's that kind of stuff. It's just like it's too much. It's too much to even be satirical or B-rate or whatever you want to call it. Thanks, bitch. Oh, chances left. Upgrade that shit. Let's do it. Upgrade chance 80%. Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's absolutely do that. Yay! 90%. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck we're doing, man. Oh, it didn't do it. That sucks. All right, we got a lot of stuff to. Let's go. Let's use the cube to identify them because that's what it's for. I haven't used it. But yeah, it was just like overall. The mechanics and stuff. Honestly, it was all right as far as a powers. I thought this is how. Oh, it was the book. It was the book. That's what we go to Zoltan for, right? No. How the fuck do you identify them all at the same time? That's cool, I guess. I can't use any of those motherfuckers. I'm gonna rack my brain trying to remember how the hell you identify all these at the same time. I know where. I think it's in another town thingamabob. I thought it was the cube though at first. Oh, here it is. Here it is. That's it. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. Yep. That was it. That was it. Oh, dude, those are fucking neat. And of course they don't even show up. So yeah, we'll use those. Yeah, we'll definitely keep those. And what are these? These got to go in these. Is that what you need it for? We'll spend some of that shit and kill it all, I guess. You sound like you could use some dick right now. How about that? Oh, wow. It is dog shit. Thank you very much. But yeah, I definitely did the best I could with trying to make the best out of that series, but you could probably tell a lot of the times I was just not enjoying myself very much. Increase your blood sugar capacity. Thank you, man. You're the best. Missing core ingredients. God damn. All right. Convert said item. That's right. Demon's Animus. Let's transmute it. Why can't you use that? Ain't that some bullshit? Alright, well, we shall destroy it. We'll destroy it all. Yeah, give me the good stuff from it. That as well. But, yeah, I got through it at the very least. I did not have a fucking grand old time, to say the least. But, I did get through it. And, with Crysis, I already knew it was going to be, like, halfway mediocre. But it's a pretty game. And at least some of the shooting mechanics are, like, halfway entertaining. And there's just a lot of stupid, fun shit you can do with the sandbox in it. So I think that made for a really good series. I was really happy the way it turned out, even though it was a 4-parter. But 5 parts of Sunset Overdrive felt like it was a fucking year-long game. And at least I did get a little bit more out of my Xbox Live subscription. That's the second, I guess, Games for Gold that I've played through completion. And there's another game I might play this weekend through completion before my subscription runs out. And I was fucking indecisive about getting that gold. And after my gold expires, I'm going to run through a bunch of PC games and not buy it for a while probably. So I'm going to try to get a lot of shit done as far as ranks and all those kind of achievements. in some of these multiplayer games before I do go on a hiatus on Xbox Live. But yeah, so finishing that up, it's kind of make me question my decision for the way I'm doing refresh content. Of course, none of this is going to stick around when Ashton. I've already talked about how he's going to move his shit to my house. So I'm hoping that all these single player videos that go up on Monday will become multiplayer stuff. Definitely on Wednesday if we can do it. But people have been really responding well to these Forge Hub showcase videos have been showing up, and it's not as we got some really good feedback from the first ones, like in the hundreds several times, but which for us is really good. But now we're still getting high 30s, which is also like up in to par of what we were getting with some of the first round of this refresh content, which I was extremely happy with. That's 1 out of 20 of our subs are watching it, which is not a bad. Get your ass back here. There we go. Nice. Not a bad ratio for someone as small as us. But yeah, I think I want to do that for a while. And some people have indicated on the feedback that some people really like all of our stuff. Some people are just really down. They like my sense of humor. They like Ashton's sense of humor. I think the quality has been increasing, but there's just as many people that have subscribed. Like a big chunk of our subscribers came in on these serious videos, not the Let's Play stuff. So we have a very small niche dedicated audience, a couple dozen at most, that likes the Let's Play stuff, and the rest are here for serious stuff, and the numbers pretty much agree with that. Some things take a little bit longer than others to get there, and some things that I think if I jump the gun too soon, like the nostalgia video had good feedback, but it's only 15 damn views or something like that. So, I think even though if I wanted to keep high view counts, it would you would think, oh, I'll just make serious videos all the time. But I don't think people want to watch them all that high frequency. And we don't make videos, or sub count dwindles even faster than it has been here recently, which once again, I don't really fucking care. But, so it's just making me reevaluate and think about different things to do. And because at this point, it's not even about what kind of videos to make. I do have a lot of fun making some of those, and I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care what becomes of FPS Friday for the next little while. I'm going to continue doing that. I have a blast with those. Getting to play, force myself through a different game every week is just phenomenal fun, especially ones that I have no stake in. I can just go in and fuck around, like the Chivalry game. I had a blast on just dicking around for a couple hours and then condensing that down to a really entertaining video, in my opinion. So I'll keep that up, but I think the single player stuff probably proved not to be the best idea, especially playing older games, which makes sense. And if I were to continue with it, I think the best thing is to continue what I do best, and not necessarily, I don't think I'm the best at it, or I'm even that great at it, but do full walkthrough type stuff, because it is, I don't know, less work, and we get more content out of it. Not say I'm trying to fill the channel or anything, but I think people respond to that better, because you can watch a game from beginning to end. And we finish walkthroughs or full playthroughs on this channel. If you watch any of our stuff, you'll know that. May not be 100% game, but it's from beginning to end in some capacity. So if we do more single player stuff like that, it will be that. But like I said, I'm hoping that by the time I get back, I won't do any of that at all. Because we'll be able to do co-op all the time. I don't know yet. I just can't make a commitment as of right now. But the thing is, as you're watching this video this past week, like I said, should have been the last part of Sunset Overdrive. So either next month, this coming Monday, I either need to have a new series start, single player series, or something completely different. And I'm debating on which to do, whether I do just a couple random one-off videos and I don't know. I don't really want to start a new series or anything, but we could do that. But like I said, I just don't know yet. So I want to keep the Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing going. So what will likely happen until we get back and record together, you'll know Monday, but I don't foresee myself starting a new single player game because I'd have to start it here, finish in Kentucky, and it's just a lot of fucking logistics stuff with footage I just don't want to deal with because I'll be moving back to a new computer, of course, or not new, but moving hardware around again. So if I had to bet, it'll be Wednesday, Friday is going to be the same kind of stuff, Forge showcases and FPS Friday of some sort, and then Monday will probably be one-off videos and something. Whatever that may be. They may be more serious, regular Let's Plays. They may be topical videos. They may be one-off random highlight stuff again, but just one video, and it's not really has to do with any of our other playlist stuff. It may be, go into my random bullshit playlist because we've been adding to that quite frequently here in the past few months. So I don't know. I'm just I'm trying to pivot while I'm still agile and nothing's set in stone. It's not like our number one goal is like to maximize views or anything, but at the end of the day, it's not that much big of a deal to change the end product because the recording process itself just doesn't change that much. It's not like I really change the way I do anything. It's just I try to, I guess, be a little more higher energy if I can, and that's really it as far as how I record differently. But I really don't record shit differently. I just go in with a different mindset. I just know what I'm going to make out of it. But when it really comes down to the finished product is what I edit, what I include. So if people like a certain type of video better than another, it's not a big deal. I still get the same satisfaction out of it, really. It's just how much more or less work I have to put into it, and that will determine the schedule of it. So that's really all it is. So it doesn't bother me or affect us all that much if people are like, oh, we want full walkthroughs, or oh, we don't want that at all, or whatever it may be. That's just that's on the back end of it. So I'm fine with whatever people like to see, because we're probably going to be playing the games anyway together. But if you want to see the shenanigans, we'll put it up. If not, we'll try to find stuff that people like. Because at this point, it's not like we're trying to grow exponentially. But if we have new people that do enjoy our stuff, that's awesome. But my number one priority is to keep people happy that that have been around for a while, that do like our stuff. Because that's one of the large reasons we do it. We do it for ourselves, for fun, but having a few hundred people out there that do like our stuff potentially, that's a big deal to me. So I just want to throw that out there. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of change over the next month or so. Again, it's going to be still same mindset, same focus on higher quality, but I think the single player stuff is probably going to dwindle down unless I just figure out something to improve it majorly. And it could just be as simple as playing a newer, more relevant game, or something that is more popular with the viewers. Like Crisis did really well at first. Maybe my thumbnails suck. Maybe my titles. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not super focused on that end of advertising it. I know I'm not getting like a big influx of new viewers on those things, but I don't know. We'll just have to play with our options. So it'll come down to this weekend, really, of what I want to do, what I want to record. I know FPS Friday will be one, and then after that, it's really just personal preference. So we'll see. So that's the plan. I don't want to scale back our schedule any more than it is right now, but if push comes to shove, we might have to during the semester. I don't know how bad it's going to be. I have how many fucking hours do I have? 15? 18? It's whatever it is, it's going to feel like 3 credit hours more than it actually is because of this one fucking lab class. But I'm not working part-time this time, so I feel like no longer working, and one day is going to really fucking suck ass on. Going to have like an 8 to 8 schedule, but after that, it's not going to be that big of a deal, and I feel like between going to a 3-day a week schedule, having a lower class load, I think I can absolutely keep up with that and still do even better in school than the last couple of semesters. So that's why I have no intention of scaling it back. But if worse comes to worse, and the type of videos people want to see and respond to well are the ones that take a week lead time to produce, that's what we'll do. We may, this channel may become fucking DogPound off the leash reviews, topical stuff, Forge showcase. We may not do any Let's Play stuff. I'm not, we're really not a Let's Play channel. I mean, we started out as that really, but we do a lot more stuff than that. We're just a gaming channel is really what it boils down to. With a lot of callbacks to music because everyone involved with it is a musician of some sort. So that's about it. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. Whatever, we're open to ideas for certain, but I can gauge, reading comments and stuff. I can gauge pretty well what people want from what they've been saying or not saying. So that's what I wanted to touch on. Is that just don't be surprised if you see some more, the content's going up is slightly different or whatever it may be. But I like the schedule. And I'm still having fun. That's the main thing. Until the day comes where we stop having fun with this doing YouTube is when we'll stop. And as simple as that. And even we'll probably try to go out a little, longer than that because of people who, do like the stuff. We don't want to keep you hanging. And the main thing is I try to stay as transparent as possible. I cannot stand either in a real company, an organization, or an entertainment group. Like, I'll name drop the Creatures. They were the fucking, and I don't watch them anymore because they're fucking terrible ever since, they were terrible before the Cow Chop people left, but they were the remaining people who that are, still around are the reason it's terrible. They didn't communicate jack shit. They didn't even talk about like people leaving until they were like gone for 2 months. They didn't even allude to anything. People would ask questions, give suggestions. They'd flat out ignore just any feedback opportunity. They wouldn't talk to people at all. And that drives me crazy. It's like you have millions of fans, literally. How does that not bother you? Like, it bothers me if I don't talk to, the 30 or so that watch the videos and the potentially 700, almost 700 that are subscribed. Like, I can't imagine consciously just being like, nah, fuck those million people. And a lot of the YouTube comments are fucking trash, don't get me wrong. But you have those views because there are people that really care. So I just do not understand how they could consciously just ignore that shit. I cannot stand big-headed fucking douchebag entertainers that, or anyone for that matter, but especially in the entertainment business, that don't interact or communicate with their fans at all. Or just like, if something big's going on, just let them know. Like, Total Biscuit, he was like, hey guys, I'm going on a vacation for a couple weeks. You want to see content? That's all it took. That's all, and it's fine. People understand, and he's back making content last week. But there's some people that are just like, nah, fuck it. I won't take the 3 minutes out of my day to record this and upload it on YouTube. That way people know. And it's like, it does not take that much effort. But so that's why I'm so insistent and deliberate on communication, on being transparent. It's like, it does not take that much fucking work from us. It takes like basically no extra work to just talk. Let people know what the fuck's going on. So that's something that really drives me insane. So that's why I make it a point to go over that sort of thing. And I hope you guys find it, semi-valuable at the very least. Got that cash dough. All right. Fucking repair some of this shit. Trying to think of anything else major news-wise that I want to talk about. There were a couple other things. Xbox One S is out. Big shit. It's the same shit. What is the checkmark chest? You get a bonus for this. I hate some of these bounties though. They're fucking garbage. Let's do one more empowered rift thing. However, who's fucking talking? Is that you? You are the worst voice actor ever. We'll do one of these bad boys. Greater rift. Oh yeah, we need to do this. That's why I was like, I know there's something else I'm fucking forgetting. What should we do?
That is too expensive.
We'll do one armor. There. We'll do fuck gold. We don't need gold. That one's good. Always need that. Dex is our main thing. I do like that fucking. We'll keep that. I'm trying to keep them relatively normal. I do like cooldown reduction. We'll raise the chance. This is really not that much, but oh, you can reset them too. That's pretty sweet. You can. How many times can you do that? Is it free? I'm absolutely all about that. Sign. So you just change your build on the fly. I didn't know you could do that with Paragon points. I'm not mad at it whatsoever. We'll put the rest in here. All right, that's pretty much what I had, I think. All right, that's badass. Yeah, let's go up to level 14. Like a fucking boss. Literally. Yeah, I was trying to think what else was fucking going on. Witcher 3 Game of the Year edition got announced. I don't know price or anything, but I just saw that was a thing. Which is, if you haven't played that fucking game, do it. I'm assuming it's going to be $60 and come with all the DLC and stuff. So, even if you're on, God forbid, Xbox One to try to play that game, pick it up. It's fucking amazing. As you know, I've got a lot of channel coverage, and I think Blood and Wine did a better job telling its story than the main game did. It was still really good. You know, the main game was still great. Don't get me wrong, but the atmosphere was really what to play for it. The main story was like, it was good, but it was just like, it was hard to live up to just the amazing world that was in. So that's what was really worth about it. That was worth playing. So definitely pick that up if you haven't played it yet. Highly recommend. What else? I really can't fucking think of anything. There's some tech stuff. I know something that I found interesting here recently is that Linus Tech Tips put out a video quantifying some of the Razer Core stuff, and the Razer Core is a external GPU adapter for laptops. Of course, it's mainly for their laptops, but it should work with anything with Thunderbolt 3. And basically, it came down to the conclusion that it's a great idea. It needs to be, there's a need for it for some people, and it needs to be a market for it. We need to progress, and that's a good stepping stone. But there's a lot of things that just don't fucking make any sense. It's on PCI Express X4 Gen 3, so it's killing a lot of performance. Going from PCI to Thunderbolt kills a lot of performance. You get about 30%, 25-30% drop in performance on a flagship card like a GTX 1080. So on top of the fact that you have to pay like $400 for the box itself, it's absolutely ridiculous. And then once you figure out that there's many ITX cases that are literally as small as the core is, that houses a loud ass bunch of fans and graphics card, there are literally many ITX cases that are smaller than it that can fit an entire computer and not bottleneck the performance whatsoever. Then you have to ask yourself, what's the point of the product? Like, if you're going to put a high-end graphics card in anyway, you probably, in given the fact that you have to drop like $1,200 at minimum, plus another $400 at minimum for the damn core itself to even be able to use the shit with Razer laptops. Once you put that math in, then at minimum, you have to have enough money to be someone that would have a badass rig to begin with anyway. So it's not like you're saving money. There's nothing good. There's no opportunity value there. There's nothing that's like an improvement. You're better off if you have another system, you're just better off buying a mini system, a mini ITX system, building it in something crazy like one of Silverstone's small cases or that fucking Dan case that's amazingly small. You're better off doing that and buying a cheap mobile workstation if that's what you need, if that's why you are interested in the core anyway. So, like I said, it's a good idea. I would love to be able to just have a nice laptop with, say, a desktop CPU in it that can undervolt and go down to, say, like 2.5 gigahertz or something when it's on battery, turbo up to like 3 or something if I'm happen to be doing CAD work or something, with some integrated graphics that don't completely suck, and then go and lock it in on an external PCI Gen 3 X16 slot with a high-end graphics card, and be able to basically reap the benefits of having a perfectly one mobile workstation, and then get desktop performance by just plugging it in and only have to have one computer. Like, I will have 3 computers, one laptop, 2 desktops when I get back. It's not that I want to have that many. I really wish I could just limit it to one, but they all have a purpose right now. So I would love to be able to do that, but right now it's not there yet. We're getting there, and it's good, but yeah, it's just I don't know. I really hope we're more or less there by next year. I don't think we're going to be, or at least that the solutions out there improve and the price comes down and the cost, it makes more sense. I'm not paying more for less performance. That's as simple as that. It's fucking stupid. I will pay more for the same performance and convenience, though. That I will pay for. So I would love to just be able to have a high-powered laptop and that I can plug in, but I just don't think it's going to happen that soon, because I will need to, by the time I graduate, I will be upgrading this laptop. I have guarantee of that. And it works fine for me right now, but I can give it to my parents, and they'll have a overpowered laptop for their needs. It'll last forever. I know the ins and outs of that operating system. I'll do whatever work I need to, and then I'll get something better. So I'm hoping by then maybe it'll come along, but I'm not paying for fucking Razer's green tax. I'm not paying for Alienware's alien logo tax, especially when it's inferior bullshit anyway. So cool technology. It's got potential, but it doesn't play nice with Windows. It doesn't play nice with performance. So we'll just see. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff like that is just fledgling technology, and just have to wait, So, but there's a lot of things that I think I've made good investments on right now that it's a good thing that will last me quite a bit longer. Like my 980 Ti, that thing's going to last me all year, no problem. And they actually went on sale, I think I talked about this last week, to like $300 in B stock for EVGA, and I contemplated picking one up, but apparently I did the calculations and it would max out my 750 watt power supply, not overclocked. So I'm like, I'd rather just, if I was going to do that, I'll buy a fucking liquid cooling kit from EVG or on eBay, and that's how I'll get the fucking insane performance increase if I was going to do that. So, not that I gotta have it at all. Like it's fine on 75 FPS on ultra wide 1080p with high anti-aliasing. Like I don't. There's nothing I need extra performance. But if I did, I still have an upgrade path before the entire rig becomes obsolete, which is good. So I plan on sticking with my current setup through college, and after I graduate, start making that real engineer money, I will probably just do a whole new rig. And except the case power supply, I love that fucking case, so I'll stick with it. But other stuff like peripherals, I plan to keep on my keyboard and mouse for years to come. I might upgrade mice one day if there's like a better technology or cooler switches or better ergonomics. Keyboard I'm keeping fucking forever, I guarantee you that. This 1080p monitor I'm going to keep as long as I'm console gaming. Ultra wide I'll never get rid of, no matter what, because it's IPS too. And the only thing that's like OLED ultra wide 1440p screen that I can actually drive with G-Sync curved. That's it. That's what I want. That's the best thing. And of course OLED's not perfect, but it is the prettiest. And but that would be ridiculously expensive, and nothing's perfect. And honestly, this IPS, even without G-Sync, is fucking gorgeous as is. So I'm not really worried about it. And holy shit, this is a clusterfuck and a half right here. So I found that pretty interesting. Oh boy, yeah, we need to get out of this. We need to get out of that. All right, give me some stuff, wolfies. Getting fucked up over here. All right, that's about it, I think, as far as pertinent news goes. It's been technology and No Man's Sky. That's pretty much it. I do have there may be more I don't know about because I have a fucking watch later list that's like 35 videos long. I haven't watched anything from Monday until now. I watched a couple things in the hotel on Wi-Fi, but none of it was really news related. It was all like cow chop videos, basically. What I watch. I can't leave those guys hanging. I gotta support fucking everything they do. Parindy. But that's about all I think of. I did get into the alpha, a second wave of the alpha of Lawbreaker, so I didn't play it all. I had other shit I wanted to get done beforehand, and they didn't add anything, so I wasn't really interested. But I do like the game, as I talked about the first Off the Leash. Hope to see it be successful. So I look forward to its final and its beta stuff. I think beta is coming sooner rather than later, which is good. You finished 5 minutes and 18 seconds remaining. Goddamn right I did. All right, let's do her one by one this time. Ooh, can we get some more hammer jammers? Blackthorn's jousting mail. A lot of dexterity, no vitality, but resist all elements, which is good. I don't know, experience per kill. We don't need that. Grenade damage. I don't use a grenade, but we now have that transmute, and we can fucking change it if we want, which is always Schwit. Enforcer. Jewelry with sockets. And the thing is, none of these motherfuckers have sockets. That's the thing. I have so many jewels. We'll have to start fixing that next time. It's unfortunate. Yeah, let's do area damage. God damn it. I'm an idiot. 1, 2, 3. 5 for sure. 3, we'll do 2. Yeah, seems good. All right, let's get the fuck out of here, get our reward, and that's her. We got a few ranks. I want to rank up a bunch of these motherfuckers. 100%, yeah. I think we can. So what? You just like wait it out, and you're kind of guaranteed a rank out of them. I'm gonna try to rank, some of these up really high. Fuck these for now. So yeah, I think we'll pretty much call that an episode. I don't know how long that came out to be, but it feels pretty close to the 50 minutes I've been running consistently. Goddamn right it is, Oric. I'm a fucking baller. Increase your blood shark capacity. What's my capacity? 640? That's pretty great. Yeah, we'll buy another one of these fucking things. God damn it, woman. You're giving me dog shit right now. Repair, mass salvage. We're going to try to fucking redo this thing. But yeah, I'm hoping that sooner rather than later we'll be able to get into DogPound again. Make it more consistent and have any identify. Oh yeah, it's the cube. I'm an idiot. A little tired, people, like I said. So... Wow, we got spurs. New transmute, see? I wonder how many. It's like, it's not a full set bonus, but a surcoat. But now we have transmutes if we wanted it. Of course, they look like a little different on everyone, on every type of character, but now I can salvage it and get good shit out of it. Hopefully, or at least that. So. All right, yeah, we will call that a day. Just an FYI, I tried to record an episode of Forge Hub thing. Number 8, I guess, would be this upcoming week's. And I lost, and it lost the footage as it was exporting. I have no idea how it happened because Elgato sucks a dick apparently, but it was like, it showed that it used 30 gigs of disk space and then it just wasn't there. It didn't crash or nothing, I don't know why. So, in the rare event that I lost footage here, I'll probably put some B-roll from somewhere. and it'll be a different game than Diablo, but I'll be sure to call that out. But hopefully it won't, and it'll be all right. So if that happens again, it might be a delay, but I think I'll be able to return to it, and hopefully that not happen again. So just an FYI. Thanks, guys, for tuning in to Off the Leash Volume 3. We will see you next Saturday, hopefully, and stay tuned to see what kind of different shows come up on Monday, if that does happen as well. Bye-bye!